Hey folks, stay tuned. Today I am on the water with Declan Williams and we are chasing bass on spinnerbaits. Fish on.
Got a launch rope in there. Launch rope.
Oh, we won't want to go anywhere.
No.
Alright.
Bring it on. So where that dude's set up now, he's shooting below us.
Forward, but he's kicked back.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's always so many bellbirds on this side of the dam. Look at there. Well, I thought I'd cracked it after that cast, but boy, there we go.
Oh,
Bit of persistence, but
They've been a little bit funny this morning. Overcast sky, we had a bit of a breeze. That was slow and low, that one, so that was just let that 1/4 ounce Vortex Plus get right to the bottom and just rolling it back nice and slow, nothing too fancy with that retrieve. Let this beautiful lure that Declan's designed do the work, so.
beautiful little bass. Just pinned him on that stinger.
In the net, beautiful.
Nice little guy. Beautiful little bass. There he is.
Pretty happy with that. That's just a little fella to warm things up. Got to start nice and slow and steady. So you said to me, throw that Orange Nightmare colour on. Overcast sky, water's clear but dark conditions. So that bass nailed that down nice and deep on a slow roll. So these are the new TT Vortex Plus spinnerbaits. Deck, you guys have been working on them for a while.
Yeah, sort of just revamped the collection there and they've come out really nice.
Yep, beautiful compact frame, nice and easy for bass, goldens and those sorts of things to eat. And we've got that stinger on the back there, TT custom stinger. Pin that fish because they're a bit finicky this morning. We've had a few taps on the blades and short striking and stuff, but that stinger hook found its mark, so that's cool. Yep.
Got him.
Yep, right on the bottom, hey.
Right on the bottom.
Right on the bottom. It's funny we're seeing them up higher on the sounder, but
Yeah,
I'm getting better action down deep, right on the bottom.
definitely a bunch of them suspended over that. Oh, there's another bite there, over that weed. Lovely little bass again.
Pocket rocket, but that is cool.
Nipped him on the stinger again.
Stinger, yep. That beautiful little TT custom stinger. Little handful of bass. Beautiful fish. Stinger's getting all the action today. They're feeding finicky down low. Oop. Overcast conditions. Nice UV highlights on the belly, the eyes, and also the skirt on that Orange Nightmare colour. Definitely a favourite. And the new chrome black blades, mate. So those chrome black blades are interesting.
Yep.
Also keep an eye out for those in the new TT jig spinners as well with that chrome black. So might be a good one when the fish are a little bit subtle. Righto, buddy. I'll see you later.
We've had a bit of rain. It's that time of year, water's come up. Bit of flooded grass and these fish are up in this flooded grass. So we're sort of sitting in about 10 foot of water.
Yep.
Bit of grass vegetation down there. It hasn't died yet, so it hasn't taken the oxygen out and these fish are in this flooded grass, feeding pretty hard. So spinnerbait's the perfect thing to roll through that grass.
Summertime's perfect for that sort of bite. Dam levels come up a bit, the grass gets flooded and the fish get up there. That's where the bait is and that. They want to get up there and hunt in amongst that grass. So spinnerbaits are perfect. They're great for fishing weed and grass and lilies and that sort of thing. They don't foul up easily, so we can work it right through the tops of this grass, get those bass to eat.
Oh, there we go.
Buckle up.
Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, he's in that weed. I'll see if we can get him out. I'm on a little bit heavier gear than you. Well, we got him coming towards us, so. Oh, he's a nice bass. Really nice bass. It's a bit better fish. I think that's, similar size to that last one that you got.
Yeah, that's a beautiful
He's
fish.
a great bass.
That's what we came here to catch, that bloke. Have a look at that thing.
That is a great bass.
That is a stonker.
Bouncing through that weed down there. And that guy has absolutely smashed that spinnerbait. He had us buried in there for a little bit, but just kept pulling, kept his head coming, and he's come through.
Have a look at the girth on that thing, like
Yeah.
the width of him. That is a heavy, heavy fish.
Healthy fish.
And you're on the heavier spinnerbait there,
Yeah, I've
running
got-
it down low.
Got that 1/2 ounce, put it on the bait caster there. It's a little bit more accurate. It's nice for casting that heavier spinnerbait.
Yep.
Lot
Hakai,
of- Yeah,
nice little Kuma Hakai, and black mamba 4 to 8 kilo.
yep. Got a little bit of pulling power. These guys are right in the sticks, so good to be able to pull them back out.
Yeah, that's a cracker fish out of
Yeah.
that weed. Yep.
Just as it started to rise up off the bottom. Seems I'm getting a few of the numbers out of your way deck, so you can tonk those big ones. That's another nice little Aussie bass. All good fun, all put a bend in the rod. I'm just fishing light spin gear, that 2 to 4 kilo black mamba, and a little Inspirer with light braid, so even these little guys are good fun. But I've got to get back in and get that big fella. All right, so today Declan and I are fishing spinnerbaits, and this is the TT Vortex Plus, new spinnerbait range from TT, stack of sizes. We'll talk a bit more about that. I just wanted to give you guys a closer look at the design of this spinnerbait. So we've got beautiful head design on here with some nice UV highlights across the models, and it's a hand painted finish with a large 3D eye. So that 3D eye is a strike target for fish. As we move back through here, we've got a beautiful quality silicone skirt, hand tied so that it sits beautifully, gives us that pulse and movement in the water, another point of attraction. Built on a quality mustard hook, and then we've also got that TT stinger, custom stinger comes rigged with that Vortex ready to go straight out of the packet. And we also want a bit of flash and vibration deck.
Yep, so we've got the ball bearing swivel there to help with spinning. And then we've got the welded loop there to hold that ball bearing swivel on. And then the high polished blades to really help with the flash and vibration.
So lots of flash and vibration there, that welded loop, so even if you're getting aggressive hits on the blade or big heavy casts and that, you're fine. And then like you say, that ball bearing swivel is important because get that helicoptering on the drop and get that movement even at real slow retrieve speed so we can draw those fish and get those bites. The cool thing about this spinnerbait, also in a 1/8 ounce, and the 1/8's a bit different.
Yeah, so it's just got the single Colorado blade. So a little bit more subtle for those creek fish.
Yep, perfect. Yep, I know like a lot of time I like running the jig spinner and that sort of thing, but how easy is it tying a 1/8 spinnerbait, beautiful rigid frame for snag resistance, and you've got that single Colorado for more subtle flash and vibration on those creek fish. So that 1/8, we've also got a 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 and a 5/8 ounce. So stack of models across the range, whether you're fishing tight, skinny creek stuff or you're bombing those impoundment bass schooled up down deep. So some great options in that TT Vortex Plus. If you love your spinnerbait fishing and you love your freshwater fishing, make sure you check that guy out.
Yep, got him that time. He came back for it. Lovely little guy. We found a few schools on the sounder, but they're really not eating, so we're just moving along finding these active fish. And that guy, he hit it and then he's come back again. He's actually on the main hook there.
Hunting for those actively feeding fish.
Beautiful little bass. Yeah, the schools really just aren't doing it, so we're just finding these singles in amongst the weed and bouncing that spinnerbait through it. So it's a bit later in the day, the fish have sort of come off the edges a little bit. We found ourselves a bit of submerged grass through here. So fishing a little bit deeper, not so much fishing the edges anymore. And yeah, slowly plucking them off. We found a couple of schools, but they really weren't doing it for us. So we're just moving along fishing structure, trying to get those active fish to bite. Oh. On the paws, that guy absolutely smashed it. Just another little bass there. Just fishing pretty quickly, trying to get these more active fish. Just paused to talk to Justin there, which a hell of a lot of the time you do get your bite on the paws.
On the paws, yeah.
So He's just nudged that with his head, hooked in the top of the head, not even in the mouth, just a reaction bite out of him. Hooked in the top of the head there. He's just nudged it. Chuck that hook out and chuck that little guy back. Oh, was always one that followed you in.
As I was telling you. Yep,
Oh,
yep,
there we go, that one'll do.
Oh yeah, that was a nice take.
Well, why'd you cast him there?
You just caught a fish there.
While you're wanting that thing in, I better cast him there again and just see if it's got another friend. That looks like a pretty nice fish there.
Yeah, I think he's not a bad one, mate. He's all right. He's moving.
Oh.
He's moving a bit of water.
You've gone to that mossy colour, eh?
Yep, mossy. I love that. It's a beautiful looking colour, hey.
Yeah.
You guys have done well with your colour design on this lot. That's for sure. Always nice to have a mixed bag of colours in your kit when you are fishing spinnerbaits like any other lure. He's on the main hook too, Deck, so he's
Smashed
definitely wanted it. He drilled it. Great range of colours in that new Vortex Plus. There's about a dozen colours, but you know, that overcast sky, dark, dirty water, dark conditions. You've got that bloody nightmare and that orange nightmare. And then there's some beautiful natural baitfish colours as well, like the white bonies and the mossy, and your gold glimmers going all right over there as well.
Yep.
And then also fire tiger for you guys that love your fire tiger, or you're looking for that bit more pop, that fluoro-y colour as well. So there's a ton of colours in the range, and you know, pretty good little session this morning. We banged a heap of fish and got plenty of bites on a mixed bag of colours in that 1/4 ounce and also that 1/2 ounce size. He's a nice little handful of bass.
Yeah.
We'll send him on his way. See you, buddy. Good times.
Slow and low. That is the tempo.
There he is.
Nice. Oh, I kept persisting along there.
Oh, good fun. That bit quicker retrieve over the top of all that weed, and those guys are just darting out and nailing it when they're nailing it. Whew. And he's a pocket rocket, but he still hit it hard. Only a little bloke, but gee, belted it. Came out of that weed and gave it an absolute hiding. Little chunky, gee, they're healthy fish in here. Big, heavy tail wrist, nice chunky little fish. Oh, oh. 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. We're only fishing quite shallow, just burning it over the top of that weed, and these fish are darting out and nailing it. See you, buddy. Yep.
Oh, what? I've really slowed down now the lights got up.
What a cracker morning though.
Yeah, it's been good. Oh, has he got you in a bit of timber there? No, you got him out?
He's right, he's coming.
Looks like another all right fish.
There you go, folks. How's that? A fun morning on the water, chasing bass on the new TT Vortex Plus spinnerbait. Good fun. We've caught a bunch of bass this morning, running 1/4 ounce and 1/2 ounce TT Vortex Plus. There we go. That's another solid eat. He's eating that.
Yeah,
Eating that whole thing. It was a beautiful take. Got to love those spinnerbait bites. Nice aggressive reaction bites to that spinnerbait. We've been fishing them 2 different ways this morning. We fished them in around where they were schooled up, a bit deeper, and then we've come up right up into the shallows and run those 1/2 ounce spinnerbaits through the shallow water. If you love your freshwater fishing, be it bass, golden perch, Saratoga, sooty, grunter, they all love a TT Vortex Plus spinnerbait. Stack of cool colours, heap of weights. Get out there and give them a go. We've had a cracker morning. We'll see you next time. Fish on.